So a secret has been found in Gravedigger. Now before I begin, you're gonna want to have done all the previous Easter eggs before this. This is mostly because you're going to need what we got from those Easter eggs. You can currently do this Easter egg without any of the previous ones, but it's also not finished yet. So it will probably require the curse perk from the last Easter egg. Anyways, here's exactly what to do. First, go to barracks, and inside the sleeping quarters, you'll see a Bible laying on the bed. Interacting with this Bible gives us a quote: "Mother and father, forgive me. Sisters and brothers, bless me. Daughters and sons, treasure me. I ask for safety. I plead for salvation. I pray for clarity. Please rid my soul of this nightmare." This will be useful later. Now, turning around, we can see a candle. Go up to it and blow it out by clicking on it. Then proceed to the storage building with the logs. Inside on the table, you'll see some ink. This is brand new. Interact with it and it will spill and a symbol will appear. There are a total of 8 symbols. The one I got looks like an 8, but there's many more. An X-like shape leads to shanty. A triangle with a line near the top leads to church. A half circle with an upside down cross leads to greenhouse. A rectangle with a triangle on top leads to processing. A circle with a dot in the middle leads to stockpile. 2 diamonds in the shape of an 8 leads to warehouse, the one I got. Multiple squares inside each other lead to manufacturing. 2 sideways trapezoids connected to each other with a line down the middle leads to assembly. A treasure-like map pattern leads to hideout. A symbol in the shape of a person with their arms out leads to outposts. And that's all. Now, inside the point, you need to find it. Here are where some are located on each point. Once you found it, click on it. It will say to recite a prayer. Now, we need to use the quote from earlier. It's in the description if you want to copy and paste it. Insert it into the chat, and it will say the following: "I feel connected to the earth." Now, shortly after, this will happen. Moving on, the next step is to visit manufacturing to play some cards. You need to be root for this to continue. When we first enter the point, look for the table with the cards, then go towards the stairs closest to it. Here, you'll see an unusual bump. Shoot it with a root nade, and now a hole has been opened. Inside is a Bible. Interacting with it will say the following: "We crawled down a tunnel full of skulls." Clicking on it again will tell us it feels as if the pages are glued together. Now, if we walk over to the other side of the building, we will notice a flickering light. This is Morse code. The Morse code will say a random number from 1 to 9 in Portuguese. It's pretty simple to actually decode this. Now, what do you do with this number? Well, head over to the card table. If you have a number of 5, all cards are flipped. If you have 1, only the first card is flipped. But if you have, let's say, 6, all the cards are flipped minus the first one. If you're still confused, here's a handy guide made by Real, the same guy who made Greenhouse. This explains most of the stuff at this point. Now, after you get the cards right, you have to go to the Bible to progress. If correct, it will move you to the second page, which reads the following: "It was hard to breathe. We needed our masks." Then another light will start flickering after you do this. This happens after every progression. Then you do the cards again, getting them into the right order, as each flickering light says a different number. The next page reads, "He couldn't stop talking about her." The one after says, "Death followed us. It wanted penance." And the final page, "We found the hatch. We can finally go home." After all that, this happens. Another scream. Now, moving on to the final stage, we're going to want to enable Shock Trooper mode. Now, you can absolutely brute force this, If you'd rather not spend ages doing this, then don't skip it. So we want to become a radio trooper, and now we want to interact with the radio backpack at base. Once you've done this, go far away as possible from the other radio, so you don't hear it. Now Morse code will start playing. Now we have to decode it. I can't give many tips as I'm not a Morse code expert, but the best way I found was to record yourself and re-watch and decode it yourself. If someone has a better method, I'll pin it in the comments. Now, when you decode it, you'll get a message, although it seems rather random. Don't worry, as it's not. Now, once you've decoded this, you're going to want to reset and do the same with the radio at base, as this plays a different message as well. Once figured out, do the same with the nation side, the radio backpack message and the radio at base. Now, once you've done all the messages, head over to Outpost. Here, you're going to want to shoot out all the lights. No, not the big ones, but the small ones. Once done, we move on to the next step, which involves the messages from earlier. Looking around, we can find 4 interactable objects: an ammo crate, a coffee cup, a bottle, and a sandbag. Clicking on these said items will turn off a spotlight. What we have to do is turn them off in an order. And this is what the messages from before were for. Here's a handy picture explaining, oh wait, wrong one. Here's a handy picture explaining the messages we decoded. As you can see, each item is linked to a light. If you got a message, such as the leader shines bright, then this light will be on. But if you got a message saying the leader dims dark, then this light will be off. Same with the other ones. The follower prays for dawn, which is on. The follower prays for dusk, which is off. You can get what the rest will be, and here's a list of all of them, showing which ones are off and which ones are on. Now, if you want to get this right, a message will play. If this doesn't happen, I believe you may have to interact with this bird box. I wouldn't know as I did this before a hotfix where this was interactable. Now, once properly done, you're all good for the next steps, when the next update comes out. And one more thing, if you check your menu, you may have noticed Morse code appearing. This, as of now, is useless, but they're definitely going to be used in the future. When a new update comes out, I'll make a video on the Easter egg as soon as possible. I'll see you guys underground.